Oh wait, speaking of that, I remember the one weird fucking compliment I got from someone. Donkey, I told you this, right? That time we got a massage in Langkawi. We went to a massage parlor, and I was getting a massage, and the woman giving me the massage said the weirdest thing. She's like, "Oh, you have very soft body, very soft, very soft skin, and very soft body. Oh, very soft." He was touching you're very soft, and I was like, okay, I thank you. I guess I
Oh.
don't know if that's a compliment or should I be offended.
I don't think so. That's as a man, you don't want to hear that your body is soft. You want to
I mean,
hear
it's
your
true.
body is fucking a brick, bro.
No,
Like,
but it's true though. I can't deny it. But my
what, you're
it,
feeling yourself now? What the fuck?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
oh,
I feel so soft. Oh yeah, I feel good, baby.
like a cuddly grizzly bear. Soft and
That's
hairy.
Larry, man. You're not a grizzly bear. Fuck you, DK.
What? What do you
You're a
mean?
bamboo
I've got more
pole.
hair than him. I'm more hairy than him.
But
So your name is Harry now.
but you know, I got the fat, which will make me good for cuddling.
Oh.
I
So was that what the
You
auntie
see
said to
the
you?
double chin? That's the proof you need. You know.
At least you have double chin. I have no chin.
Hey.
we have the three tiers right here. We have we have the no chin, we have single chin, and we have double chin. It's like three
Bro,
tiers of body fat.
it's the weirdest thing. Like, I didn't know I had a double chin because the last time I shaved, I
But
had
you're
one
hiding it
chin.
with all that neck beard.
Yeah, and it was always covered like for a year or 1.5 years. It was always covered. So when I shaved, I'm like, 2 weeks ago, I think I insulted a donkey about having a double chin, and then the karma police just fucking came here, and now I have one. Like, how? What sort of sorcery is that? Like, how is that fair?
Never fuck with a witch, man.
I have to live with it now.
Well,
Oh,
watch your words, baby boy.
the weirdest, the weirdest thing is Larry was like the slimmest, the lankiest, and the thinnest one in our group. Like when we were kids, like among all the friends, he was the like smallest and like thinnest in terms of
You
body
don't
size.
have to say smallest. Like, what is that? What is that?
By smallest, I mean your body
Smallest?
mass. I'm saying your body mass because you have nothing on your body at that time. And I had something still. I was a bit chubby, I think. But that's because he was born in like 7 months, right? You
6.
came out of the womb at
think
6
6.
months. This motherfucker came out of the womb in 6 months, and he was in
I'm
the
back,
incubator.
motherfuckers. I'm back, motherfuckers. What do you want from me right now, man, motherfuckers? Oh fuck! This is the wrong black country I'm in.
Like, surprise, motherfucker! I'm early.
Oh fuck! And then he thought he's back in the hood, but he's back in Bangladesh instead. It's like fuck.
3 months early. Yeah.
Yeah, he came out. He popped out of the womb 3 months early, and then he was in the incubator for what, a month or two?
As if I remember, bro. I heard stories, but I don't know. Probably a
Yeah.
month or two.
So that's why he was he was always like lanky and skinny. But now he's the one who's got the most body fat, more
Well,
body
you
fat
know
than
why?
me.
You know why,
Yeah.
TK? Because it's attached.
Attached to what?
A girlfriend? What the fuck, bro?
Bro, like, what does having a girlfriend have to do with being fat?
Cause she take care of you. She called you nice ears.
she played with your double chin. Hello, baby boy. she calls you not that bad. Mm.
She pats your tummy when it's like you just had lunch, a big lunch, and your tummy is a little big.
Oh, hello, baby boy. I miss your hairy nipple where I can't even see it. Yep.
How did you know I got a hair in it? Don't tell me last night I snapped you. Oh my god, I'm embarrassed.
Well, you know, this comes with experience.
Okay, what the fuck? You've been looking at dudes' nipples, bro?
Bro, I've been in the army. I've seen more cocks and nipples than you, man.
Oh yeah, that's
I don't know if that's a compliment or that's something to brag about.
I don't know what the fuck is that, but that was
Like,
just a statement. Take it however
heteros-
you will.
Yeah, a heterosexual guy bragging out, I have seen more dick than you. Like, bruh, like,
Wait, in the army, did you guys have to like share the shower room?
During
Is
the
the
first 3
communal?
months, yeah. First 3 months, yeah, because we were like in BMT, basic military training.
let me ask you this. Did you drop the soap?
That's in jail. That's not in army. What the fuck?
I don't- It
Wait,
could
What the
so,
happen.
fuck, man?
so
Like,
there was no like partition between the showers. You guys
No,
could like.
there was because I was in a new camp, so there were like partitions. But there were some instances where we only had like 10 minutes to shower, so I shared a cubicle with my friend, and then we got it out together, and people were like, "Holy fuck!" But then, my friend had like a whole bag of his whole bag was a dragon tattoo and all, so nobody had to say shit to him. Nobody dared to pull the gay joke between us because he was known one as one of the like the badass like not to fuck with like you know so
So it's exactly like in prison, right? When the big
no, it's
scary
different.
dude comes
No, it's
and makes you pick up the soap, and no one says anything.
well yeah, but we
dog,
just
you
don't fight.
killed that dragon pretty good.
What?
Like, you filled that dragon pretty good.
Mm. Oh, that fleshy
Oh,
undertone. Oh, that
oh yeah.
little furry
Don't
hair.
give the details,
Let
bro.
me, let me,
Oh yeah.
let me tickle
Gilly.
your tail, Mr. Dragon.
You know what's the fucked
Bro,
up part? Like, you know what's the coincidence in this? Back then when I was in army, this friend of mine was a very close friend. Very close friend.
Uh-huh.
And after a while, I realized that he has the same birthday as the guy that I'm living with now.
Oh,
Yeah. So it was it was fucking coincidental that at that point of time, like both of my close friends are like Tauruses and the same birthday.
well, what's their birthday? When is it? Do you know the date?
17 May.
Oh, I
when
would be. Yeah, mine is 4th May.
Oh, May the
Yeah.
4th.
Yeah,
May
He's a
the
Taurus as
4th
well.
be
but
with you.
but you wanna know something weird? My sister, who's like 8 years older than me, has the same birthday.
I remember.
Is she single?
No,
Oh fuck, man. Oh wait,
and
it'll be
and she
weird.
got a kid, so that's a big no.
Oh, all right. Tauruses marry young.
Okay.
Really?
They
So,
have
Larry,
the
when are you getting married?
Well,
You're gonna be invited to a wedding pretty soon, Donkey.
a week
Yep.
before my divorce.
What the
That's when
fuck?
I'll, that's when I'll get.
What the fuck?
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
I
Wait, I
can't
just
imagine. Like,
yeah. Go ahead.
you're saying?
No, I was gonna say about the Gintama because Larry was saying he finally watched
All
Gintama,
right.
so we were gonna get his review.
All right, before I give review, my girlfriend's brother has the same birthday as me and my sister. So 4th May.
So it's meant to be. This girl's meant to be a wife, man.
Yeah, like she doesn't have that birthday, but her brother does. But yeah. Anyway, Gintama. So
Why
I
so many Tauruses and why May 4th? What's going on here?
They fucked on a specific date.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Anyway.
well, interestingly, like my nephew was born in 13th October, and my girlfriend's youngest sibling was born in 14th October. So that's like one day.
Wait, that's close to me. Like they're
Yeah, and his is 10th, and this guy always takes credit like I'm 10 out of 10. And that shit would annoy
Oh
the
my
shit out
god.
of me. Yeah, he
That
used to
is
do
so
that in high school. In high
Oh
school, it
my
was
god.
so cliche, and it would get on my nerve. And he's like, "Oh no, I'm 10
Oh
out
my
of
god.
10. Oh, look
Thank
at
God he didn't do that shit in Langkawi, man. I would have died.
it wasn't
you."
my birthday in Langkawi though.
Yeah, I know, but we were intending to like celebrate it like because it's all near together.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but I remember in 2010, I was like,
Oh
bro,
no.
10, 10, 10, right? Am I right? Is this me or am I right here? Like, guys, this is important right now, okay? 10, 10, 10. We're never going to see this again. You know that, right?
Oh god,
Once in a
no.
lifetime thing. Okay, anyway, enough about
Yeah,
this birthday.
Gintama. Yeah, so I watched like around 20-25 episodes of Gintama after twice of you convincing me that I need to watch this show. I liked it to a certain degree, but the plot
What plot?
was not driving me enough. Or maybe I don't know. It's something you can watch, but halfway through I'm like, surely there are better things that I can watch. Like it's not bad, but it's not good. It's like the show obviously probably you're gonna hate me for this, but for me it
I hate
felt like
you.
a show that could run on the background and you could watch of like yeah, okay, oh that was funny and like that. But it wasn't like captivating me enough to get hooked. Because when I'm 25 episodes in, I'm hoping that I'll be hooked to this show or the plot, or I would be intrigued to know what happens next.
Mm.
But
Because there is no
It's-
plot.
yeah,
yeah, it's just very slapstick humor. So
yeah, the humor was something like in some episodes I was really like laughing my ass off, and in some episodes I was like, huh, oh okay, and that.
yeah, that's the whole point. It's a lighthearted. It's like Adam Sandler's movie.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
don't want to
Also,
watch 200 episodes of Adam Sandler movie.
I
not
did.
at once. Did you binge it? Donkey.
Gintama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
200 episodes?
I mean, I don't have that amount of time to watch like 200 episodes in a day, but yeah, I binge watched it like consecutively. Like I have because I have the whole series like downloaded back then,
Oh.
like really long ago. I had this whole hard drive full of all the episodes, so I just played it and just sat there all day and just watched it. Like literally all day. Like one episode's like 30 minutes, so I watched it as much as I could within a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Gintama humor is like very reference based. It's like most of the humor is like referencing Japanese culture and like the most obscure Japanese culture that we as outsiders don't know. It's like movie actors, newspaper, current news, political, politics, what's happening in politics, all these things, even TV shows, and all this shit they reference and they make jokes about which you, as a non-Japanese person, as an outsider, wouldn't understand all the nuances of those jokes.
No. It's not bad, and like with the critics and with the reviews of the show, that surely there's a audience for this, and it's well loved in the community.
Yeah, it's just no plot. The shows that have no plot is not the kinds of shows you can keep watching, because you like the shows that like make you watch it, that have a plot, like a beginning, a middle, and an end, that make you keep watching it to get to the end. But that's not the type of show Gintama is, so that's why it didn't captivate
Like,
you.
for me, like a good show is like a good YouTube video. So in the first few minutes, it has to give me a hook, and when I'm involved, then I'll go along halfway through the journey. The backstories and all that, and what motivates the character and whatnot. And then it has to have that, X factor, that interesting thing that I didn't see it coming.
I'm stuck, stepbrother.
Yeah. And then the ending has to slap. That's
Oh,
my-
oh, 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 the ending has
Oh,
to slap.
slapping. So
Oh,
that's what you're
oh,
into. Okay.
so deska. Okay,
Naruhodo.
it's high.
for
Wait,
for
Oh my
you
god.
for the
you really
maximum
liked
fun,
what?
for the maximum fun, you need to, like
Wait, you really liked Full Metal Alchemist, right?
yeah.
The Brotherhood. Did you watch the original or did you just watch
No,
the?
I watched the Brotherhood. Yeah,
Okay,
it was
Brotherhood.
one of the first anime I've ever watched, like second or third, I think.
But
Like
it catches you in the first episode.
yeah, I think like when I watched at first Death Note, I was like, "Woo, what the fuck? This is
Yeah.
golden." And then I went immediately to TK and I'm like, "Bro, hit me up, hit me with this shit. I need more." And I think I don't know which it was, the second or third, but it was a very early anime that I watched. And Full Metal Alchemist actually, like when I watched it, there was no fiction greater than Full Metal Alchemist. And even so, like probably 7, 8 years I've been watching anime. It feels like that long. Like what, eighth grade? Since eighth grade, I think we're watching anime. So
No, not eighth grade. Like it was ninth grade or 10th grade, something that you've been watching. I've been watching it since eighth grade.
let's say 2015. So that's what, 8 years. This is 2023.
Yeah, I remember that was Death Note is the first thing I recommended you to watch. I'm like, if you wanna watch one thing, you have to watch Death Note, because I know that's immediately anyone would be hooked. You know, people who don't even like anime would be hooked just in one episode, and it worked. And then I was like, okay, then watch these other good shows, great shows like Full Metal Alchemist, Code Geass, and yeah, there were a few others.
Yeah, but
Steins
what? Yeah, but what Full Metal Alchemist did for me is like the first episode. The premise was like the mother died, the father doesn't live here anymore. We don't know when he's gonna come back or if he's ever going to. And these two like wholesome kids trying to bring their mother back with the books of his father or like something like it's a miraculous hope. And
Yeah.
from there, losing their body, and in each episode, the way the stakes go high and you start to unreveal. So the more episodes go, the less you actually know. Because the plot becomes so big. Like from just bringing my mother back to learning about philosopher's stones to learning about so much, so many characters, so many things, and everything comes together. Everything happens for a reason. And it just like when you think like, oh my god, it can't be better, it tops it off. In the next episode, it tops it off. Every 3, 4 episode, there's a plot twist. There's something happening. The fights are awesome, but even if you disregard the fight, the story in itself, and one thing that I loved, I think, which took it to the next level for me, was, the god or the main villain or whoever. He excluded the parts that makes us human, like greed, lust, desires, or there were like 7 or 8 components, and
Seven Sins.
7, and like when he fights all of those, the protagonist, and at the end the lesson is like, even though these are imperfections, but imperfections are what makes us human. And like and then it leaves you in a way that you can interpret your own sort of ending to it, even though it kind of tells you that to love every part of yours, even your imperfections. And it tells you in such a subtle way without telling you, was very strong.
Yeah.
And
Donkey,
made
you've watched.
me realize things that I didn't even know, at least back then I didn't. Or didn't really think in that sort of way.
Yeah. Donkey, you've watched Full Metal Alchemist, right?
Nope.
You haven't?
Nope.
Well, you're missing out. It's really good.
I
You
mean,
should.
I can see why you wouldn't want to watch it, because when everybody puts Full Metal Alchemist as their number one, I feel like there's a bit of cliche in there as well. As much as good it is, it's like if you put
Wait,
Full Metal Alchemist at number one.
wait, lagging or
Oh yeah, you're lagging.
Yeah,
wait, hold on, hold
Now
on.
stop. You stop. It's
Full.
all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh.
Yeah, like you don't want to put like Naruto or some weird shit in your number one, because people are gonna attack you. But if you put Full Metal Alchemist, most people will understand, and that's why it has gotten the number one spot that many times. Not because everybody likes it, but because if you put it there, you would not get like, nobody's gonna say, "Oh, you fucking insane, you fucking stupid ass." So that's one reason why people think it's the number one. For me, it's Welcome to NHK. That's like that show changed me in a way, or that show was something else. But I have way too much love and respect for Full Metal Alchemist.
I loved the music in that show. Like after watching the show, that hits the whole soundtrack of Full Metal Alchemist was in my playlist for like years. Anytime I went traveling or I was on a bus going somewhere, I used to fucking put that shit on, and I used to listen to it. And it was so cool because it would remind me of the time the like what was the Edward and Elle would be going on adventures and going on the road because they would be going to different places, right?
Yeah,
And yeah, that whole soundtrack slaps. All the songs.
I don't remember much of the songs, to be honest.
You should go on YouTube and listen, like put in FMA Brotherhood soundtrack and just start listening to it, and I guarantee you every song will be hitting you like nostalgia. It'll be like, oh shit, this song, it reminds me so much. So nostalgic. I guarantee you.
No, I know the reason why I don't remember those songs is because it was one of the first animes that I watched, right? So at that time, I wasn't into listening to the outros or intros of animes. I was like,
Wait, the
I don't
intros and
understand
outros?
that.
Bro, that had like so many intros and outros, and all of them were bangers. All the intros and outros were bangers on.
But to be honest, I at times still find it unnecessary to put like intros, songs. Like just get to it, and then whoever is into, they can listen to the outro. Like it's like it's kind of annoying because when you're binge watching and every 20 minutes this song pops up. They're like, yeah, I get it, okay, but can we not do that?
We can just skip it. Just
Yeah,
press the skip intro button.
I know, but it's just still kind of annoying that it's there.
They do that because it's a weekly release system in Japan. So like it airs once every week. So it's not.
But they don't do a good job in that. Most of the shows are not watchable weekly because
Yeah,
like One Piece, you can't watch that weekly. Spy Family, you can't watch that weekly. Even Chainsaw Man, it's horrible to watch it weekly. So why release it on a weekly basis when it's gonna
Oh.
leave a bad taste?
Speaking about this, all this long mainstream animations, I suddenly remembered, so I'll interject here a little bit first before I forget. Okay, the ones that I used to watch is not, like I said, like I mentioned to you guys, right? Like whenever I see an anime getting the mainstream attention, I stop watching it, like Chainsaw Man
yeah.
and all this. Yeah, back then, the ones that I watched were probably more old school that I got hooked on was more like Chobit, Full Moon wo Sagashite, and what do you call that? Uh, Hikaru no Go is a chess game thing. Yeah, so
Okay.
that was like my era kind of animation that I watched, like Sailor Moon and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so it was pretty wild back then, and yeah, similar, like have like some good music and everything. But as I grow older, like mentioned, like it doesn't matter if like an anime is good, but so long if I see it everywhere I go and I don't feel like it's a personal like there's a personal connection to it anymore, I'll just stop watching it. Like I like Psychopaths a lot. It has like moderate uh attention to it, but it's not like mainstream blow up kind of thing. So one of the latest ones that I actually kind of like was like Chainsaw Man and Spy Family, but yeah, it blew up way out of proportion, and I kind of like, oh, I just got grossed out of it. Like I just had to stop watching it for a while because in general, like I'm a person who doesn't like attention seeking like people a lot. It's fine if you're doing it for marketing, but if it's everywhere, like even if I go to the fucking toilet, if I take a bus, and if I see anything related to anime, I see this motherfucker, and I'm just tired of it. Like, yeah, I mean, if I can't accept like people like that as well. So let alone like if it's really, I mean, I can't blame the company. Maybe it's for work. It is the right thing to do, but I just stop. I just can't. It's too overwhelming for me. Like that kind of attention and shoving it down your throat. Like watch this,
Yeah.
watch this. It's too much for me.
Yeah, but at times, like I have this friend who refused to watch Game of Thrones because everybody likes it, and I kind of lost it. Like because I love Game of Thrones, or I like
Am
Game
I
of
like?
Thrones. Like like because everybody talks about it and everybody hyped it up, and then he or she had to be, oh, I'm different, or I don't watch it because it's too mainstream, and like that, like tickled my funny bone. I'm like, bruh, you don't know fiction. Like that's my reaction. Like, like fucking aggressive, not trying to understand like what his or her like motive is or why they don't like it. But for me, it's like it's one of the greatest fiction. At least it's not perfect, but it's very good. And without watching it, you're judging it as myth, or you choose not to do it. What else you'll be watching some BS thing? So why would you do that? And that's something at first I didn't understood. But as I grew older, and I think we had a similar conversation before as well, but I kind of see the point. Like, if it's way too much, if it's way too hyped, then somewhat the show dies for you.
Yeah, it's like something you feel so personal connected to this this particular movie. It doesn't matter if it's like animation or real people kind of movie actors. You feel connected to this particular piece of work itself, and sometimes you just don't really want to share it with everyone else. I mean, you want someone else close, like someone close, so they can talk about it, but not to the extent that it's plastered everywhere and you just lose that kind of connection with it after a while. It's like, when you find good porn and then you only share it with good friends. Hey, bro, this is the shit, man. But you don't
What?
even you don't share it with everyone else. Like, like, yeah,
Why?
like those.
Why does our examples always end up with porn?
It's
So
because it's
I guess
flat.
today is that kind of day.
Like
I
it's kind
know,
of
I know
sad.
what you're saying, but for me personally, it doesn't matter because when I see something, even if it's popular or it's everywhere, I just like I just phase it out of my mind. Like it doesn't impact me. It's like what are my own feelings and thoughts about this show? That's all that matters to me. When I watch it,
Peasants.
is this me? Is this me that I watch? Yeah, the peasants don't count. Okay,
No, I'm
it's like
calling you a peasant, fucker.
no,
Yeah,
what the
yeah,
fuck?
but even I kind of understand PK because if
What am
it's
I a peasant
mainstream,
for?
it's for a reason, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I get that, but it really depends. Like, um, if it's mainstream for a reason, like, okay, I'll try to find, personally, like, I don't like it. So if I can see like something that catches on, like, let's say if I don't like this animation and I condemn it for its mainstreamness and its mainstream popularity, but if I happen to see a character that catches my attention, I was like, oh, this character I'm interested in belongs to this movie that I condemned. So I'll take my chances to see it. And I'll gather that, it's I have to find a connection first in order for me to not be part of it. Like I said, since young I've been away from the main group of, what do you call that, population, like the things that I do, the things I listen to and everything. So
Pop culture.
I,
Yeah, but I think like a part of you, like I'm not trying to judge you, but a part of you wants to be different, wants to be unique. So you
uh,
have consciously or subconsciously avoid the things that the mainstream like. So
yeah,
if the mainstream is
not
into Justin Bieber, you wanna be to the dark side of Justin Bieber. So let's say you're into, I don't know, like some other rapper, like Drake is very popular. I can't think of any rapper who's underrated, but you get the point, right?
yeah,
Like you
but
want to be different, and I think
I,
the issue with it is that you're missing out, and you don't have
uh,
to be different on everything.
no, you don't have to be different in everything, but like I said, like if it's a close friend who understands me and were to tell me about this movie, it's a different wavelength and different weight coming from a person that I'm not too close with or people
Yeah,
in the main population telling me that I'm missing out. Like
yeah,
if my friend, if like you guys tell me that this show is good because there's something that you'll like, it's because they see a part of me when they are watching that movie and it tells me something like, hey man, I think you really like this because when I was watching this part, it made me think of you. And yeah, I'll be like, oh, okay, I understand it, and I'll give it a go. Like that movie, there's this anime that TK introduced, but I haven't gotten down to watching it yet because I can't find the source. The Edge Runners, was it?
oh yeah,
Yeah,
Cyberpunk
that's
Edge Runners.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
It's on
yeah. That.
Netflix.
Yeah, I haven't found online streaming site for that yet,
bro.
so I haven't.
I
It's
gave
not there
you.
anymore.
I gave no, not on the one I told you the other one it was on. You know the. I don't know if I should say
No,
it
it's
here.
not.
You
I
can
I
say
told
it. It's
I
not an
I,
issue.
I showed it to you. I told you that it's gone. It's not there. I told you I had to find it. Like it's not. It's been taken down.
Well, I'll give you another one then. But yeah, that show's really.
Yeah. So yeah,
For me,
if
it
it's
was mid. Cyberpunk anime, it was mid. I don't know.
oh I haven't
What
watched
the
it.
fuck are you smoking, dude? That
It's
show is
not
so
bad.
awesome.
I mean, it's good, but the story is okay. The animation is good. The story is okay.
I'm liking so badly. Give me a minute.
Don't give me those judgy eyes, okay? Don't. It is what it is.
Okay, let's just say it's not your cup of tea. You're
I'll-
retarded, and we ended at that.
You
But
can't use the R word, bro. You're like, oh, can I say that? And now you drop the R word? What is this, bro?
no, I can't say the other R word. This one is should be.
You can't say the R word that you use. That's all I'll say. That's uh, cancel him. The 10 viewers we have, cancel him.
But yeah, I know Donkey's gonna really like it, because that's like exactly his type of show. And yeah, and for me, something being mainstream doesn't really matter to me. I don't know, man. Like, even if it's something is mainstream, I'm like, what matters to me is like my own thoughts and opinions about it. Like, let's say MCU movies, right? They're
Yeah.
fucking mainstream, but I still like them. It's not because they're mainstream I like them. I like them
Not the
because,
new ones. Like,
yeah,
it
new
was
ones.
the new ones.
Some new ones I don't like, but I still watch it because it's got me hooked already, right? It's like a continuous story, so I'm gonna be
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm gonna keep watching. But let's say, yeah, a Spy Family or Chainsaw Man, for example. I watched Spy Family before it was big as well, and then it
Yeah, me
started
too.
getting huge. And but that didn't change my liking of it because it's still like a feel-good anime. It's still good for what it is. I don't care if like it's gotten too big because there is still the quality is the same as it was. You know, the manga's
Am I
still there.
lagging?
No.
I think so.
Wait, what? I don't see
I
him
I
can't.
back.
I can't hear TK or like his TK is lagging very badly for me.
yeah, I
hear,
think it.
I hear both of you fine. And see fine.
So it's probably me. I don't know what's wrong.
But yeah, also Chainsaw Man. I know it got huge, but I watched it a few days ago. Not a few weeks ago by now. I watched the whole thing and I really liked it. Like I can see why it's big. It's because of the animation. In this day and age, the only thing that needs like the only thing that an anime needs to become huge and big is basically the animation. You know, if it's animated really well, if the fight scenes are really good and it's flashy and it's eye catching, it's gonna get big. It's gonna get
Oh, there's
popular.
one. There's one popular one that I really like as well. Oh, there's two actually. One Punch Man
Yeah,
and Mob Psycho.
yo,
Ah,
yeah,
both.
yeah.
Both.
We all love those two.
Yeah, One Punch Man is just fucking funny. Like I really enjoyed the stupidity that it has in it. It's so stupid. It has a
Yeah,
Gintama humor in it, so I kind of like it.
I told TK today that I watched One Punch Man season 1 like thrice. And this dude is like, yeah, he watched it twice or thrice as well. It's such a go-to anime.
Rewatchable. Yeah,
yeah.
it has rewatchable value.
Also, if the rumors, I mean, these are just rumors, but their One Punch Man might be getting a season 3 anime pretty soon, and it might be
Yeah,
animated by
I think it's coming out.
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, like, and it might be animated by Studio Mappa, like the same studios that did Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, all the big shows.
Yeah. It's like I don't wanna like have high expectations, but we can all can tell it's gonna be better than season 2, at the very least.
Yeah,
And I think the stakes are gonna get
Season 2 was
high.
bad.
Season
Wait,
2,
I
you
can't
haven't
hear.
watched season 2?
I even watched. There are some special episodes like PS special episodes.
Hello, hello,
Yeah, Donkey
Yeah.
is really
hello, hello.
lagging.
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Oh,
Hold on.
Welcome back, Parapanda.
It's so fucking laggy all of a sudden. Fucking hell.
yeah. Wait, you didn't watch season 2 of One Punch Man?
Me?
Yeah.
I did, but I didn't find it bad.
Oh,
Well, the quality, like the animation quality, was bad. Like it was much worse than season.
Well, I mean, season 1 was from the one of. I remember season 1 was from a good company, like
Yeah, it was from
the
Madhouse.
yeah, Madhouse. Madhouse is a repetition of only releasing like one season of animations and then they stop.
But
That's what I read.
they made some of the best shit back in the day. Madhouse did Death Note. They did One Punch Man, and they did a lot of like really popular, really big shows back in the day, which is
Yeah.
now Studio Mappa who are doing that instead. So
Euphoria is also you. What's that called? Euphoria.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Ufotable mainly does a few shows.
Ufotable. Yeah. They're
Ufotable,
good.
Ufotable is the Fate studio. They do Fate mostly, and they're doing Demon Slayer now. They do very like those two shows mainly.
Yeah, but Fate, the fights in Fate is very good.
Really good.
And it has become so mainstream as well.
Oh yeah, when I watched Fate, like everybody couldn't get into Fate because it was so complicated. And I think I even had a conversation with TK about it. And I saw like 1 or 2 seasons of it, and I finished those arcs and I stopped because even for me to get into it after watching 2 3 seasons, it was difficult because I just didn't know where to go. And
Yeah,
still, it's becoming mainstream. That's kind of weird. Like how?
What
because of the
was
game.
yeah
It's
the
because of the
game?
gacha. Yeah, it's kind of like Genshin in Japan. Like it has a whole gacha game and everything. You have to like roll for waifus and stuff.
Oh, but I like the very first one though. The very first one was good.
Zero, right? Fate Zero.
Yeah,
No, just no, it's Fate Stay Night.
Stay Night.
It was just
Stay
Fate
Night.
Stay Night.
Day Night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, Zero was the best.
Zero and Stay Night, I watched both back to back, and now I forgot which one is which because I binge watched it.
Stay
Zero is
Night
the
is the
one.
one.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh no, I remember. Yeah, before the
yeah.
guy became the bad guy. Yeah,
Yeah. Stay Night is the one with the red hair guy, and
yeah,
Yeah.
Zero is the like prequel to that. You know, his father or his
yeah,
adopted father.
yeah. Zero was better. This is way better.
Yeah, because Zero is. I told you this, Donkey. Fate Zero is written by the same guy who wrote Psychopath. So it's got that
Zero.
edgy action and stuff, that edgy, storytelling and characters.
I can't remember Zero's which one though. Like who were the heroes?
I think you didn't watch Zero. In Zero, they still had Gilgamesh. They had
Saber.
Saber, but they also had Iskandar, and they had who else? They had some Lancer dude. But those three are
Who
the
who's
main.
who was the berserker? Which hero was the berserker?
Uh, Berserker was that guy, like who's Saber. It was one of Saber's knights. You know.
Yeah, I forgot.
The black colored knight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Rufus.
watched that one. Was it Rufus? No, I think it was. Wait, let me find.
So in Stay Night it's Hercules, right? But no, it's the other one in Fate Zero, Black Knight.
It's as if I watch the shows and I forget most of it. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
it was this guy.
I remember Gilgamesh
Yeah,
Saber, and I'm like, oh, I remember the hero, the
There's that
father.
yeah,
guy,
That
yeah.
guy.
yeah. I watched this. I watched this one. I remember this. I remember because I watched it because of the Berserkers because I really like the Berserkers in Fate series. So I usually remember the shows by the Berserker.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you still like Fate's Stay Night more?
Yeah, I like both of them because they're the only two that I watched.
Well, I watched those two as well, but I think Fate Zero is.
Yeah, me too.
Um, I I think I like Fate Stay Night a little bit more is because it's the first it's what birthed all the others. Like how to say it has a certain raw aspect that I like to it. Like it's not polished, it's not so polished, and it's not so manufactured like how it is now. Like I like it like because it's purely all like ideas throwing it in and how it birthed to something beautiful and then the prequel to it was the Fate Zero and how it continued like the whole process of it from being so raw to um polish it's I like that to the whole process. So I can't really say like which is better, but I like them both like because Fate Stay Night has a particular direction they're going for. Like uh the main point of it was the relationship between the main character and Saber and
Okay,
how
so you're talking about the old Fate Stay Night, the old one that came out in like 2006.
there's only
It
one
wasn't.
Fate Stay Night.
No, there's more. There's like Fate.
No.
I'm talking about Unlimited Blade Works.
Oh yeah, I'm not I watched Unlimited Blade Works, but that's more like a summary kind of thing. But I'm talking about the original Fate Stay Night. Like because
Okay,
the
so you're
subsequent ones
talking
they
about the
release
first.
is Fate slash something, but I'm talking about the original Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero.
Oh,
Unlimited
Yeah,
Blade Works is more like a OVA kind of thing, so I don't really count that in.
no. Fate Stay Night. It's one route. It's like the main route because it's adapted from a visual novel, right? So there's like three main routes. One is the Saber route, which is just called Fate Stay Night. The other is the Tosaka, Rin Tosaka route, which is Unlimited Blade Works. And the other one is like the purple haired girl route, which is called Heaven's Night. Uh, Heaven's Feel.
yeah. I've heard good things about Heaven's Feel. Like that
It's good.
apparently better,
I've
but I
It's
didn't.
like three movies, and the movies are really high production movies. It's good, but I still think Fate Zero is the best one because
Yeah,
Fate Zero wasn't
Unlimited.
even an original story. Like the original author didn't do it. After watching Fate Stay Night, the writer of Psycho-Pass, that guy was like, okay, I'm gonna make a prequel from this, and then he wrote a light novel. He wrote a light novel of Fate Zero, and then it got greenlit by the original author, and then they adapted it into the anime.
Interesting. Like the way the watch order of mine was like I watched Fate Zero, and then I watched Unlimited Blade Works, and for me, the quality of storyline dropped massively,
Yeah.
and it's noticeable when you watch those like back to back, and you're thinking, oh, that sequel was so good, it had so many things going on. Surely the main story is gonna follow along, but it takes a steep down, but it's still good. It's not bad by any means, but it's not on that same level. Like it drops one or two.
Well, the main story, the main game has like a linear story. It's like a visual novel story, or like, okay, the premise is different, right? The premise is very interesting. You're getting these old past legends and heroes, summoning them to fight for you. That's very unique. But the way that the story gets told in like the main games is kind of by the books. Okay, you've seen it happen before.
But isn't Gilgamesh like the OPest character of all?
Yeah, he's the original. He's the first hero. That's why, because he's the first myth, like the first ever story told. The Epic of Gilgamesh. So that's why I think that Fate Stay Night and Unlimited Blade Works, those roots also have a linear story. But Fate Zero did something completely different. It wasn't based on any other like previous stories. It's the author just went crazy and it's like, fuck, I'm gonna make a show where the protagonist isn't the good guy. The
Yeah.
bad guy is not is not the bad guy either. Like it's all on your perspective. Like everyone's a bad guy in that show. Like all the masters just are selfish and want what they
Yeah,
just want to get what they want.
that's what I like about shows. Like I think we talked about this a lot of times, but I keep getting back to it. Like I like gray characters who are
Yeah,
not good, not bad. They have good and bad in it, like every other person, and the way you perceive them is different. Because if you see my point of view, you a lot of shit makes sense, but from an other person's point of view, you might think I'm a loser or a hero. And those we are all gray people in that sort. And when an author or a show brings that up, I eat that shit up. Like it's that good for me. Like that's why I keep getting back to Full Metal Alchemist or even Attack on Titans or Game of Thrones, because you just can't say that one is better than the other. You cannot pick a hero. Or even
yeah,
Batman. Like Batman you can say, but the thing is like you just don't know. And that don't know is way it just hits different for me.
yeah. I like those like gray area character kind of shows. That's why I love Death Note, Code Geass,
Oh yeah.
and 8-0 as well. Like I eat that shit up. Like hell yeah. I don't need a good guy or a bad guy. I don't need someone to root for. Just show me these fucked up characters,
Yeah.
who you don't know is good or bad. So they're just messed up.
Isn't there My Hero Academia pisses me off with the hero and villain shit because
Yeah.
I have a niche which I like gray area characters, and they're like, oh, we are hero because we are like the police, even though we are kids, and they're the villains because they did one bad thing and now they need to get punished. Like, bruh, like get a life. What am I, 5? And their community is that terrible. Like,
Well, when everyone is a hero, no one is.
yeah, that's the thing. How can everyone be a hero?
Well, in Chainsaw Man, I really like Denji because he's also a great character. He's not a good guy, right?
Yeah.
Like his reasons for fighting the demons and shit, it's not a noble reason. He just wants it because he loves the good life and he wants to grab some titties. Okay, and that reason is good enough for me. I'm like, yeah, that's why I like him because he's not a good guy. He's not a protagonist with a noble character.
Shit pisses me off, like Tanjiro, right? In Demon Slayer. Like your family member, everybody died, but you're fucking laughing around and being all cheery. Your sister is a demon, but you're like, yeah, let's have fun. Like, bruh.
Yeah. That
Like,
overly
that's so
pretentious
clear.
shit.
Yeah, no brother would be like that. You wouldn't be able to sleep if your sister is fucking demon. Like, you'll be a constant grinding or whatever, right? You can't laugh when your whole family died.
Yeah,
I stopped Demon Slayer as well. Like midway, like I got kind of tired through that whole Goody Two Shoes act too much of it. Like he's always at sensitive, soft guy. Like, no, I don't want to kill you. Don't make me kill you. Ah, I hate that wishy-washy shit so much, man. I fucking hate it so much. Like, dude, fucking, you want to kill it or not? You want to kill it? Kill it.
It is pretty cringy when every time he kills a demon, he like cries for them. That's pretty
Yeah.
cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think I still like some aspects of that show. I think
yeah,
the
no,
season
for me
2
too. But the
gets a lot
story
better.
is, but the execution of the story is so good that they kind of fool you. But if you
Yeah.
just pick this story, it's mid, and not many people are trying to willing to accept that, which is kind of funny because like, bro,
For me, Tanjiro is not the best, but he's still not the worst. I've seen worse shonen protagonists. I think like Tanjiro, although being like emotional and crying and all this shit, he still has that like work ethic in him, right? He still doesn't get like magical powers given to him all of a sudden. He still works his ass off and trains like all the time to get more and more powerful. And that still isn't enough, but he still keeps working. He just doesn't mope around all day, you know? He does actively work on himself and try to train harder and get stronger to fight the demon. So I do like that part of
no, but kind of Demon Slayer is like the way it is. You still want to watch it, especially that Mugen Train movie. That movie
it.
that came out of nowhere.
Bro, that Flame Hashira guy was the MVP. He was the real MVP of the show. But yeah, the animation is so good. Like, how can you not? Like the UFO table just fucking like animates the shit out of those fight scenes. Like it makes it look so good.
Yeah, I think Giguk or somebody, I don't remember who, but they were like every episode feels like a movie because the
Yeah.
anime was like taken care of in that. Like the production value felt like a movie production, not an anime production.
Okay. How long have we been recording?
It's been a while.
Almost 2 hours.
Very
Yeah, I'm reading up like the Fate, the Black Knight's Wikipedia now.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was like
Lancelot.
Arthur. Yeah. Was he Obama?
His Lancelot. Yep.
Oh yeah,
he
he's
was.
Lancelot. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So
He was like
I always.
Arthur's
Yeah, I've always liked the Berserker class. Like I relate to like the Berserker class a lot. So that's what got hooked me onto the animation in the first place, the Berserker class.
I usually like the mage class because they're the most fucked up. They do the most fucked up shit.
Yeah, they do, but that Berserker. Okay, you know that was it Bleach? What's that guy's name? There's this guy. Was it um? There's this guy who has a lot of raw power. Was it
In the what
Kenji
anime?
or Bleach?
I don't know. I haven't
In
watched.
Bleach,
Kenpachi,
yeah,
Kenpachi.
the black mix.
Kenpachi. Wait, Kenpachi, the guy with that
Yeah,
scar
Kenpachi.
on his
Yeah.
face.
Okay, the captain, right?
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, the captain. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy and that mage-looking guy. I like characters like that. It's all about raw power and how fucking crazy they are. Like, the Berserker class is like, there's nothing to him. He's just about pure strength. Like that dude has no fucking brain. He's berserk. You can't you can't use your thoughts and like to outplay him because he doesn't think. He just charges at you at every and then it's so fucked up in that sense as in like, how the fuck can you defeat this fucker without any elaboration like elaborate plans or like stuff like that? Like it's kind of scary if you think about it. Like
Yeah,
the
but
mage class, everything.
yeah, I don't remember. Like Kenpachi doesn't come close to like the actual Berserk though. Like
No, but he's all about raw power. Like he doesn't go the whole pretentious route of like, oh, feel my wrath, feel my power, I shall unleash the kung fu from my pants. That kind of stuff. It's just like, You want to fight with me? Come on, motherfucker! You know that kind. Like like no bullshit. You know, he just doesn't pull the. Oh, this is my last fury. Oh, wear the mask, and everything. He's just like fuck you, and then just fights. You know, like yeah, I like characters like that. They're all about like raw power, and it really shows the different grade that like like of these characters. Like some of the characters like that Academia, like that guy's not if it wasn't for that power that he was given to him by that All Might, he's
Yeah.
just a useless fucker. You know, no matter how he tries, all he has is just whiny shit. You know, like crying and shit like that. You know, he wouldn't even be the main protagonist of the show. But there's characters like this
That's why.
crazy fuckers.
That's why I couldn't continue that shit. Like I think I watched the first season or until season 2, and then I couldn't continue
No,
that.
I continued along. I think I watched like almost I think season 4 and then I stopped.
I stopped
No,
at
it's too
3 or
much.
something as well. I was trying to look for like interesting villains. Like the villains were interesting, like the guy with the mask and everything, but
Yeah.
I think the later part of the season they made him into something so petty. They made him such a petty character, like his goals and his purpose, everything is just so petty, like he's just he's just a villain with no purpose kind of thing. He's not like the Joker, like
Yeah, he's
Batman
a
and
villain because they need a villain rather than a villain with
yeah,
a
yeah,
purpose.
yeah. It's like, oh, he's like a juvenile villain that, because his parents didn't give him enough attention and he just become mad at that and he's just throwing tantrums and stuff like that. So there's no like purpose behind it, and there's no character that has that kind of grind, okay, this raw power characters that I usually like. I usually put through like shit, like
Okay, what
um
about Guts then? Do you like Guts
who's Gut?
from Berserk? Like the actual
No,
Berserk?
oh, I haven't watched that show.
You're gonna love that, bro.
Yeah, I've had like friends telling me about that animation as well. They said like, bro, that animation is just you, man. I was like, oh, okay, I'll watch it.
Like, like it's he goes through so much shit, and it's like such a genuine show. Like the good thing is like in life, we don't know if good things is gonna happen to us, right? We can hope for. And in anime, if bad things happen, that immediately follows with a good thing. Or if
Mm.
good things keep on happening, all of a sudden somebody will die. But
Yeah,
Berserk is nothing like that. It it
that's
it makes you feel like a fucking man going through life. And
mm,
you can't say that life is unfair because it's life. And he
yeah,
takes that in. He doesn't like
exactly.
mope around and complain. And
You,
when
you
he
know those
berserk, oh bro, like you're gonna get goosebumps when he goes berserk. Because it's
exactly.
actually like they built emotions in you, like so that they bring the audience to the point that you're gonna tip over, and that's when Guts loses it.
Yeah, so yeah, like yeah, I can get it like why you said I'll enjoy it, but so it's like those animations with like sheltered parents, like fucking Deku from Hero Academia, like he's crying and whining and all that. I fucking hate that shit, like all that whining bullshit, like I can't be strong. I hate that shit so
Yeah.
much, man. Like, like characters with very sheltered background and
Yeah.
have such a pretentious hero what do you call that? Uh complex. I
Yeah,
fucking hate that shit. I fucking hate that shit so much, man. Like, oh my god, I fucking detest it. Like with a passion. So it's
that's why
like
I hate Deku so much. Like
yeah,
I can still stand Tanjiro because
Yeah.
even after he mopes, he still works and tries to better himself. I never seen Deku train or do anything. He just got this power from All Might, and that's without that he would be nothing. He would be useless.
I mean, he's got a heart of a gold, like that's what is.
He saves his friends.
I
Yeah,
think
but
Shainen anime is for me because it's
Shonen.
like no Shainen. Shainen? Shonen is for
Oh,
kids.
seinen.
Seinen,
Seinen,
yeah.
the adult stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the adult stuff. Like those
oh, adult stuff.
I don't know, like those hit different. Like Vinland Saga.
Hmm.
Sorry, is it called Vinland Saga?
Yeah, but it's still
Yeah, Vinland.
considered shonen.
No, it's not shonen.
It is. I think it
It's
is.
somewhere in between because it's pretty fucking dark. It's not for kids.
It's dark, but I think it's still considered like it's still published in the shonen manga. Seinen
Really?
manga are like even more dark and mature. Like, let's say Berserk, I think is like a seinen manga. Then
Hmm.
JoJo's can be considered. It can. It's kind of both shonen and seinen. I don't know. It's like shonen manga has like usually a pretty typical storyline with like a protagonist, and then he has to
Yeah,
go through shit
a
and learn.
hero, a villain.
Yeah, train, get stronger and shit. But seinen manga usually doesn't have structures like that. It's very mature. It's more realistic, like
Oh.
Monster.
No, like
Yeah, like Monster is an example of seinen.
okay, I get it. Like if you have the time to read Berserk or to watch Berserk, you a lot of perspectives of you, both of you, will change, even in terms of anime overall. Because the character is not perfect, the story is not perfect, but it somehow connects to you. And it's
I get what
somehow because like even though we all have good moments in life, we have so many bad moments or consecutively we get beaten as a man, as a person, or whatever. Like we get so when you see somebody else go through that same in 100 times bad conditions and they still stand up and they don't know why they're standing up, that gives you like sort of like yeah. And for a long time I didn't understood like what's the hype about guts. Like there are FromSoft games, like a lot of revolutionize has been done after Berserk, or inspiration have been taken from it, and it's just because it resonates to men or people who have gone through hardship. And even if you can be the stuck up dude who has millions, but you still can feel that raw emotion because money is not everything. And
Unfortunately, you have to read the manga most.
yeah, that's the fucking
It
issue.
it has this one good anime, right? The old one in like the 90s. That that first anime of Berserk was the only good one, I think, and it's just like 24 episodes or something.
Yeah.
I think it covers until the prologue. So the main story after that, you'll have to pick up the manga because all the other anime adaptations were really shit. It was just 3D shit.
But it's kind of worth it in a way because it's a story like none other in that sense, and it's so gory, it's so dark, the arts are like none other, and like when you think that shit can't go bad, like this is it gets like worse.
Yeah. Like when you think things can't get any worse,
Yeah.
and there's no hope left, somehow it finds a way to get even worse. Yeah,
And
I
it
like that
It's
has
the
stuff.
old
one of
animation.
the weirdest plot twist that that something is going to happen, but you just don't know what. So you just wait for like a season or so, like knowing that something will happen. And when that happens, you just, as an audience or as a reader, you just don't know. Like, you don't know how to react.
Oh, you're talking about the big one, the,
Not
the
just
first big
that,
one.
but even afterwards. Yeah, but that big one, yes. Bro, I saw that scene and I'm like, oh, that's where they got the tentacle porn. That's where.
I
That's,
think tentacle porn existed before Brazil.
I don't know, but for me, because it was like 1997, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, Berserk was released like around that time, I think, and I was like, oh, so this is where the, like, I see how horrible it is, but I think I found a piece of history here.
Uh, yeah,
Okay. Go watch.
Weirdly.
you should watch the '90s OVA. Then you can decide if you
What?
want to pick up the manga.
What?
Oh,
Berserk, the
you're
old one?
saying yeah, the '90s OVA with the old animation, that one, because that's what I've heard, that's the only good anime it got.
That's the only good one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
sad.
everything after that was 3D, and 3D
Yeah,
is
it's terrible.
Okay, I'll try to, because I'm currently watching on, what do you call that? What's the anime? Um, Hellsing. I'm watching Hellsing as well.
oh, Hellsing Ultimate.
The old one, the very first one.
Oh, very first one. I watched Hellsing Ultimate. It's really good.
Yeah, I like Hellsing. I used to like Hellsing, but I think I was too young for me to really go and enjoy it. So I'm rewatching it to see if I can pick up like new stuff.
Hmm.
Berserk, the shit, 1997 one, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Grr.
After
So
that, you basically have to pick up the manga if you want the story.
nah, I don't do mangas anymore now. I'm too lazy to read.
I
I
can.
just want to lay there.
Just want to watch. You're
Yeah,
still reading
Just
subtitles.
mangas, like, at some point you're gonna give up and be like, yeah, at least let me know what happens in the manga. I can't be bothered like for 5 years to see the ending. Like that's what happened with me with Chainsaw Man. I'm like, okay, I like the show. I don't have the energy to wait 3 years to know the ending or how shit falls.
Wait, is Chainsaw Man already ended? No.
Yeah, it kinda did.
I've heard like part one has ended and they're making part two.
Yeah, I mean, this they can continue the story, but that arc, the way it ended, you can basically end that show.
Uh, well, all right. I'm gonna wait for that one because the animation is so good that I'm wait. But
what?
for Chainsaw Man,
Oh,
yeah, I'm
I
not.
oh
Yeah, you know, we know. But yeah, I think that's about it for today. We've talked about
We talked about a lot of stuff:
two
porn,
episodes.
yup,
I
anime,
think.
hentai, everything.
porn.
Covered it all.
But yeah,
Okay.
thank you everyone for joining us here on the Talk Hot Podcast again this week. And if you guys are celebrating Chinese New Year's, anyone, then
Happy New
Konsi
Year.
Fasai to you. Other than yeah, so other than
Larry
that,
looks so lonely without his beard.
No, baby
Right?
girl.
Look at him. He's just sitting there and he's just like lost, like
here
without his beard, he kind of like lost
I,
everything he
I'm
has in life.
lonely and lost without you. That's what it is.
What?
he's not whole anymore. He lost something precious to him.
Wait,
Very precious.
wait, what? Lagging.
My man's lagging at the worst time.
Wait, what? Yeah, okay, I'm back. What do you say?
I said
No,
I'm lost without you.
Oh, fuck. Fucking hell. Okay, never mind. Let's just end this. I can't hear shit. It's lagging so
Yeah.
badly. Fucking hell.
Never mind that. Yeah, before it gets any worse than how it is, we gotta end it here, folks. Thank you
I
for
can't hear
always
shit.
listening to the Dog Cock Podcast. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe and like the episode if you like our show. And we'll see you again next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.